From the site of Super Bowl 56, set to be contested this upcoming February, we are at the gorgeous new SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 16 carries, 120 yards, and a touchdown.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key in.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Running on first down, Eckler will get 3 up to midfield.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, Eckler, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. Great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's caught by Jackson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. The return stops at the 39-yard line. And the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line. After the turnover, here's Locke. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 47.
Locke going to throw. This will complete to Jerry Jeudy. And taking it across midfield. And inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
The tackle made by Joey.
A look at the numbers a week ago for Lindsay. 11 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense, as you know.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Third shotgun snap to Locke. He'll find Lindsay here. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Henry brings it in. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Play action. It's Herbert. On the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he fires one, but incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Locke on the give. It's Lindsey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Broncos.
From the gun, it's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke, open man, here is Hamilton. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now Locke on the bootleg. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. From midfield, here's Locke. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Denver.
Again, it's Locke. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle.
46-yard.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
At the Broncos.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Buying time to his left. toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd and short.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. After the run, now Herbert to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
19-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone, eluding the pressure right. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
To number 15.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Steps away to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
And sacked. He's forced out of bounds.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Herbert off of play action. Flush to his right. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Block working out of the gun. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Operating from the gun. Locke looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lindsey. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Here comes Reed.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their 35-yard line.
Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive.
They'll roll him out right. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And at the 48-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw again. Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 2 yards on that play, and the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. 1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Gun, Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
19-yard line.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Xander Johnson. 1-yard gain. Brings up
once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
The ball carrier.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up.
Here's Herbert. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jackson, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys are 1st onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless 1st half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless 1st half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
And the Broncos first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Heading back out, the Chargers offense, we get a peek at the playoff picture in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
It's Eckler again, and he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 41. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Brings up
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's taken down inside the 30. Oh, boy, hang on here. Tight end Greg Olsen appears to be banged up on that last play. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab it.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
14-yard line.
Going on the ground with Eckler. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Ball carrier.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A 10-play drive that time. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now Drew Lock and the Broncos. Down 14-7. A minute 11 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. The throw taken in by Hamilton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. From the gun, Lock given 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. To throw is Lock. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And we may very well be headed to overtime. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
Let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that.
48-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
taken down.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. Another run by Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
And what can Locke do with his drive? They'll find Lindsey here. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. On is the Chargers punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. More from L.A. in a moment. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. To throw again on 2nd down. Block. That's complete. Okuebuna. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run forward with Lindsey. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Locke. Throw left side complete. That's Lindsey. And play will be stopped here with 10 seconds remaining in overtime as they've called a timeout. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. That went into the hands of Hamilton. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think